Hi everyone, today we are going to discuss the topic is how we can implement custom lookup with Lightning Web Component. Before we are going to start the session, please stay healthy, stay safe. Please go through WHO website for latest information on COVID-19 outbreak. Let's start. So what we are going to see and what kind of output we can see as part of the session. This is the output you are going to see. So we are going to design a small custom lookup component and which will be useful for searching the account, and we can create new account also along with search. And then you can include this component in another component, and you can utilize or you can send the selected account or selected record to this container component. How? We'll see that. Okay. Now if you see here, this is like a search component, right? But what is extra here? So we are going to make the search result elements clickable, and when someone clicks, we are going to hold the record name and record ID in background. And when someone clicks on this lookup icon also, or we are going to make this lookup icon also clickable, and when someone clicks on that, we are going to give a provision to create new record also. How? We have the functionality to create new record or to search the existing records in standard lookups. So, but when we have to go with the custom lookup, whenever there is no possibility to utilize standard lookups or Lightning data service with the base components, then only you have to go with the custom lookup. And whenever you have lot of criterias also. Anyway, same thing. Whenever there is no possibility to use standard lookups or Lightning data service base components, then only you have to create a custom lookup. Then how you can do that? How you can implement it? So let's see. So if you see, you have to use lot of CSS to get this design and model pop-up and all, right? So you don't need to do anything. You just need to go through Lightning design system. Here you have lookups under component blueprints. Okay, you can have any design whatever you need. So I'm going to take this design. Whatever we are going to explain now, you can apply the same example for different kind of activities here. Okay, for different kind of CSS, for different kind of outputs like auto completion and selecting multiple things from the combo box. A lot of things are there. You can have it and you can have a look. Now for now in our example, what I am going to use, I am going to use this base lookup designs here. I'm just copying and pasting. That's it. So let's do this. And here instead of icons, whatever icons I want to, I can replace this icon with lightning component references. We already have lightning icons, lightning button icons, these kind of things you can use instead of this assets, icons, utility, instead of this URL. Okay. Now instead of SVG, you can use direct icon component. Now let's start. I already created a class account search controller which is having a method get accounts. It's a simple method which can return account results by accepting account name as a parameter and filter, and it should be RA enabled annotation, or it should be annotated with the RA enabled annotation along with the cacheable true. What is the need of cacheable true? Whenever you want to wire this method from Lightning Web Component, it should be cacheable, nothing else. Okay, cool. Now we see how we can do on Lightning Web Components. So let's see. I already created custom lookup HTML or and CSS. That means I already created a web component, that is custom lookup component, empty component, and in CSS I just add CSS styles, margin top, margin right, nothing else. Okay, remaining things I'm going to take everything from Lightning design system. So now let's do. So let's start from JavaScript file. Okay, and before I'm going to use any decorator, I have to import that decorator from LWC. So I'm going to use wire and track decorator in my functionality. Now let's see. And if you see, I'm importing getAccounts method from account search controller. I already created account search controller which has getAccounts method. Now, if you see here, object API name as account, account name, account list, and account ID. Okay, here I don't need object API name anyway. Let's see. So let me save this. Now, what else? I'm going to have few more properties. So message result, whenever I want to show um, a message when there is no result, I'm using this property. And whenever I want to hide the result, complete result, when user selects the result from the result, okay, then I'm going to use this message result is show. It is going to be useful for showing model or hiding the model. We'll see that. Now I have these properties and I'm going to wire our method. Okay, one more property. So if you see wire decorator, I'm going to wire this method, and ACT name is the parameter name of getAccounts method, and account name with dollar. When you are wiring the method, okay, you can use dollar symbol and your parameter name in single quotes. Then it automatically takes while you are typing based on your input. This is the property which we are going to use this property in input text box. Now if you see, this is the wire method, and this is the method name you gave when you wire a method. And here you are going to have two properties, error and data. From data you are going to get the records, okay. And if data length greater than 0 and you are giving account list or you are assigning data to account list property, this is what we declare. And show searched values true, that means we are going to open the searched values, and message result false, that means we have records, we don't need to show any message. And here if there is no records, it's empty list. And show searched result values, that means we are not going to show any table, instead we are going to show a message that no results found. This is what about. And here if there is any error, we are just removing all the all the values what they gave, and we are going to show the error if there is, okay. And so what is the need of this show result? Basically this show result will be helpful as we are using the wire method. So when user selects the record and assigning the it assigns the value to your input box, then that means it is going to take it as a on change again, then it opens the result. So to avoid that, we are using this property. Okay, you can use imperative method also instead of wire method for this. So in this example, I am using wire method. Now what we have done is I just wire I'm just wiring our method get accounts and passed account name as a parameter, and I'm handling result. Now what else? Handle click. So this is another method. When wherever we use handle click method, then it shows the result, and it hides the message result component. Okay, wherever we use this. Same way, handle key change. Message result false, we don't need to showcase anything, and we are assigning the value to account name property whenever there is a change. So whenever it assigns the value to this account property, it calls or it passes through wire method to get accounts simply. Now so when there is a result, so someone selects the result or someone selects an account record in our example, then it has to call this method. When it calls this method, what is going to happen? It shows the it assigns the value, it assigns the account ID to account ID property through this event target dot dataset value. Okay, how it will happen, we'll see this. So before we are going to define this, I'll show how we are going to do HTML. So after that we'll come back here. So I'm copying everything here, same design only. See here. So let me save this. Okay. Meanwhile, let's paste here. Yeah, it's successfully saved. And if you see here, so if you see, this is completely designs. Okay, whatever I got from Lightning Design System only. If you observe, it is completely from Lightning Design System lookups, and I'm going to include my search box here. Okay, along with different kind of event attributes. See here, events on change, handle key change. It handles the value what they are changed, and it handles the result whether they want to show or hide the result. On click, on key down, on click, and on blur. All are calling handle click only. It just hides the result. And if you see, for search icon, I'm using lightning button icon, and if you see, icon name is utility search. So it represents or it generates the icon, search icon. So but to make it clickable, you just need to add this icon in between button tag. Okay, and give the classes whatever you are going to use, the classes for button icon or search icon, you have to give that here in button tag. Then it makes it, or your search icon becomes clickable as it is in between button tag. Now what we did, we just added our input box, that is a search box, and along with the search icon. After that, if there is no result, I am showing no result found. Okay, message result. That means if there are no records when user is trying to give something, but result is none or result is null, then you have to show no result found. Then you can use this. Okay, that's the message result property what I explained at the beginning in JavaScript. And now if you see here, if there is a result, I am showing show searched values. If there is a result, based on this property, I am making it as a true when there is a result. So based on this property, we are displaying a div class here, same one. So here in the same div and all, I am using for each. Okay, template for each and account list, where we are getting or where we are adding or where we are assigning the values or result to a property to account list property. So I'm just iterating through account list by using for each, and list, it is normal list item, it's a HTML component, you can use list item here. And classes, you can apply your classes from Lightning Design System anyway. And if you see here, I added key as account ID and data value as account obj.id, and here on click handle parent selection. This method we didn't define yet, we are going to define now. Okay, here what we are assigning, we are assigning data items. Okay, whenever you want to assign data items, okay, or data to your elements or to your HTML element, you just need to use data hyphen, okay, your variable name, your user defined variable name. You can use anything, any name here. Okay, whatever the name you use here, whenever user clicks on this list item, then you can get the value what you assigned to this data value by using this name what you gave. And here, to get the value of this data set or data item, you just need to use value in JavaScript to access this value. Okay, let's see. So this is HTML5. You can have a look into data, how you can set the data for HTML element. You can understand that. Now what I am displaying, I am displaying for each list item, I am displaying account name. And when someone clicks on this list item, then what I am passing, data value as account ID, data label as name. And when you click on, when user clicks on this list item, it handles or it invokes handle parent selection. Now let's create this. Okay, so let's see. So what I am doing, whenever user clicks or selects some account, clicking means it is going to take it as a selection here. So it is going to hide the search values, all the values what we are displaying when user searches, because user already selected one value. And show result false, we are not going to show any result, and message result, we are not going to show any message also, because he already selected an account, that means there is an account. And I'm assigning event target, I'm assigning the value from the event, right? From the event through data set. How you get the data set? Because you already assigning data set values here by using data hyphen value. As I told you, when you are going to access these values, okay, when something happening or any event happening on this list item component, you just need to use value or label, this kind of things. Okay, this is the name you have to use to access the value, not data value. Okay, that's how you are using dot value from dataset property. Event dot target dot dataset dot value, or event dot target dot dataset dot label. You are getting value and label. You are assigning it to account ID and account name. After that, if you are going to use this custom lookup component in another component or container component or parent component, right? So then you have to dispatch this event when user selects something in this component. You have to dispatch the event. Then only that event can be handled in the parent component. And you already know how to handle or how to write custom events in the previous class. Okay, you can have a look into it. So here what I'm doing, I'm just creating an event and I gave the event name as selected, and by using or with the help of detailed property, I'm sending account ID whatever I got when user selects or clicks on the account, and I'm dispatching this event simply. Now so let's see with this how it looks like. So let me expose this true and setting targets. And here target as lightning underscore underscore app page. So I'm saving this. So let's open one of the app page here if we have. So let's go to our my demo applications or demo 2 applications. So we have, right? So let me open one thing, how it looks like. So there is already one page, app page. Okay. So I'm going to include our custom lookup component here, nothing else. So let's see how it looks like. After that, we are going to include that in a separate component, and we are going to utilize how it will, how we can utilize. We are going to see that. Anyway, let me add here. Now we are going to see the output of custom lookup only. Custom lookup. Yes. So I just added my custom lookup, nothing else, save. So no result, see, no result, no accounts are there with Balaji. Now let me see. So what are the accounts we have? Srivalli, yes. Let's see. See, Sri Lekha, Srivalli, Srivardhan Foundation, everything came. So if user selects something here, I'm clicking on Sri Lekha Foundation. So it automatically got here, and if you see, I'm holding account ID with the help of data sets, right? So if I open this, whether it is a Srivalli or not. See, what is this? No, it's a Sri Lanka Foundation. Yeah, sorry, it's a Sri Lanka Foundation. So we are able to get the ID also. So whenever you select or click on this account record, then what is going to happen? It calls the method which I just written, handle parent selection. Then it is going to hide the values or the search result what you are getting here. So whatever you are getting here. So this is the one. And then it fires the event also. Okay, so when you use this component in another component, then you can handle this event but for getting the values which you assigned through custom event. Okay, now visa, but one more thing, I want to create an account also. Here I'm able to search existing contacts, mean existing account, sorry. So but when you click on this icon, I want to open a pop-up and I want to create an account. When I create an account, then it should come here in the search box automatically. How we get in standard functionality, it comes here also. Then what we do? We just have to use model pop-up first or model design from Lightning Blueprints or Lightning Design System. Then you can use your background logic. So let's do that also. So for now, if you click on this also, nothing will happen. Now I'm going to write handle model handle close. Along with that, we'll see that also. Okay. Now handle model handle. For that, what I'm going to use, let me open HTML file. I'm just going to use model. See here, same thing. Okay. So don't get confused or don't get scared about this code also, because it's a copy paste from Lightning Design System. So where you are changing, wherever you want to show or hide, you are handling with the properties. Wherever you want to include your components, you are including where you want to include. Okay, nothing else, right? And here here I'm going to change this header as account creation simply. Okay, along with that, here on success, if you see here in the body, this is the body place. So in the body place, I'm using lightning record edit form. This is base component which leverages the lightning data service for creating account. Okay, it's not for lookup, it's for creating account. I'm using lightning record form simply. And here I'm just using lightning input field name as name and industry. Two fields I'm using on success. And if you see here, brand submit. So when you use type as submit for a button, when you use lightning record edit form, it automatically calls the save method and save the record. So when it is success, then if you want to handle or if you want to do something, you can invoke any method and you can have a result. Okay, now so you don't need to use here, you can use here also here. Okay, now so let me remove this. What is going to happen? So when form submitted and saved or inserted into the, inserted a record with the values, then on success, if it is success, I want to call this method. So what has to happen? So here I'm going to decide what has to happen. Handle success. JS file, handle success. If you see here, I'm just doing, I'm making false for each show result, message result, and each show, because I don't need to show anything else after I created the account. I just need to add the record ID which I got when new account is created to account ID property. Along with that, I have to add account name to account name property. Then only it will be visible on your input field, input search box. So here, to get that on success, to get the field name value, you just need to use this syntax: event dot detail dot fields dot your field API name, for which field you want to get the value, dot value. Then it will give you the value of your field. So after that, once you get everything, then you are going to fire an event if you want to use this component in another component. Then only your container component or parent component handle this event. Through this event, it can get the data. So this is how we can work. Now deploy these changes, and along with that, let's take this. So if you observe here, I am using one cancel button also, right? Handle reset. So what I'm going to do here, so whenever someone clicks on cancel button, okay, I'm getting all fields in lightning input fields, okay, which has the lightning input field as ID, okay. Then sorry, not ID, it's a element name. Then it gets all fields with which is having lightning input field tag, and we are just resetting the fields. That means it nulls the values or it empties the values with the reset method. It's a standard method basically. So if you see here, this dot is show false. So what is this basically? I'll show you what it is, where we are using. So is show false. First of all, is show property we are using for model. Okay, so I'll show you that. So I just added a model, right? This is the model, role dialog, and it opens a dialog box, and if true is will be useful for hiding a component or showing the component, okay, based on the property we are going to assign here. This is the property I am assigning is show. By default it will be false. When someone clicks on that icon, it opens, because I am calling the model handle open model, and then it shows this record edit form for creating account record. In that, I have a cancel button. Handle reset will reset the button. So here, lightning input field I am using for getting the field along with the interface from Salesforce. That means standard interface. If it is a pick list, it generates a pick list. If it is a text box, it will generate the text box based on the API name you give here. Okay, as it leverages the benefits of Lightning Data Service, or as it is built on Lightning Data Service. What is built on Lightning Data Service? Lightning Record Edit Form. Now, and in JavaScript, whenever you want to get all these fields by using Lightning Input Field tag name itself, okay, you are using Lightning Input Field tag for both name and industry. To get all the fields into JavaScript, you just need to use query selector all. In that, I just specified lightning input field. Then what it do, or what it does, it will take, or it will consider, or it will retrieve all the fields which has the tag lightning input field. Then for all fields you just need to reset the values and close the model. So for that I'm making it as false simply. Now let's save this. Now let's see the output, how it looks like. Salesforce textbook is there. So let's see whether we are able to get the record IDs or not. Yeah, we are getting this. And now let me open. See, it opens the model box when I click on this icon. Now let me give SF textbook, Salesforce textbook foundation, agriculture, save record. So if you see, it will publish account creation event process failed. Mhm. Okay, let's see. Yes. So it created an account, SFTech. So let me create one more account. So let's see here. We can see whether it is created or not. See, SFTech is created just now, and whenever I create it, I'm getting account name in the search box automatically, whatever I created, and I'm getting the account ID also. Let me create one more thing here. Let me take save record. Yes, see here, it is able to get this data ID. I'm getting automatically, and the value which I am sending, or I am assigning into account name property, it is assigning it here in search box. Now we have successfully completed a custom lookup implementation. Now how we can include the same thing into a separate component, that is a parent component for creating the contact. Let's see. It is very simple. Let me create a web component, create contact. This is my web component name. Now let me save this. this. Okay, and here I'm going to use two input fields or two input text types. Okay, last name and phone. Then how can we include our custom lookup? Okay, here you just need to use default namespace if you don't have any namespace on your Salesforce instance, and custom lookup component. So as whenever you use camel cases in Lightning Web Component, if you are including your Lightning Web Component into another Lightning Web Component, you have to use kebab cases. See here, it is already separated with hyphen for every word wherever you are using camel cases. That's called as kebab cases. Okay, now and for just adjustments, proper adjustments, I'm going to, okay, cool. I'm going to use just this one, nothing else. And here on selected. So did you observe this? On selected. So whenever user selects an account and whenever user creates an account in the custom lookup component, okay, we are firing an event selected. So but when you are going to handle this event from another component, you have to add the word is on. You have to add it as a prefix. Okay, then you can call any method to handle that event. So save. Now you have handle change and handle selected. We are going to define these methods. Don't worry. Let's go to our JavaScript. I'm going to use track variables. This is, and then selected account ID, contact ID, select industry. If you are using normal properties, okay, on your component or on your Lightning Web Component from input to JavaScript, JavaScript to input fields on the markup, now you don't need to use track decorator. It will be reactive automatically if it is a private variable. It's okay. Now you can use also name phone. See here, name phone. I am not using any track decorator here, right? But still it will work. Here I am using, I can use value, but see here, value equals name phone. Okay, name means here I am going to take last name. So event change, I am just taking, if it is a last name as a label, then I am taking or I am assigning it to this dot name. For this property I am assigning the value whatever user gives in the input box. Simple here also. You know how it works. Now I'm going to create a contact record without writing Apex code through UI record API. So for that you have to import create record, and then for showing the toast message, if you want, you have to import, and for navigating to record, you just need to import navigation mixin from navigation module, and getting a subject, that is contact, you have to import, and I'm importing account ID and last name field and phone name number fields from contact. So I already given explanation on this in another sessions in our Lightning Web Component playlist. You can have a look how you can import object and fields from that object and what is the need. Okay, now I'm going to call this method create contact. So here okay, here I'm just assigning values to fields, okay, by using fields of last name field dot field API name. It gets the field API name and I am assigning those things. And after all these things, after assigning all values, I'm just preparing a JSON with API name of object and fields, and I'm giving this record input, that's the JSON format, to create record method, which is imported from UI record API. Then it creates a record. So from where you got this selected ID, okay, so you got the selected ID handle selected method. So when it is called, whenever an account is selected on your custom lookup component, okay, through this selected event, it will call this handle selected method. So to handle this selected event, you have to append a word on to your event name. Then it can recognize and it can invoke the method what you specified. In this method, you can get the value. See here, event dot detail. So what is there in detail property? In custom event, we are assigning an account ID. So I am assigning that account ID to selected contact, selected account ID. Now after all, I am going to include a button. So in this, I am calling create contact method. So I just defined that also, create contact method. So in this, we are calling create record method, that is a standard one from API, this UI record API, and I'm passing the record input in the form of JSON, and in the JSON format I am passing API name of object and fields simply, and then it can insert the record. Once it is inserted successfully, from there you can get the record ID, contact ID. Once you get the contact record ID, you are just dispatching the event that contact is successfully created, and you can navigate to the record detail page. Otherwise it will throw the error. That's what we did. That means what we did, we just included our custom lookup in another component where we are going to create a contact. So when you have navigation, what you have to do, you have to extend this lightning element in different way. How? If you remember, so you can recall. So that this is the way. So let's make this component available for lightning tab. First of all, I exposed it as true targets. Target is lightning tab. Okay, now let's create a tab for this. Okay, tab. Mhm. Now I'm going to create a lightning component tab. What is our component name? Create contact, right? Yeah, create contact example. Create contact with custom lookup. Done. Done. Let me add our tab here. Create tab. Create contact with custom lookup. See how it looks like? And if you want, you can give break also here. So let me not give anything for now. So let's give. Yes. Now let's refresh this. Yep. Now I'm going to create. Okay. And here, see, I got this. Click on this one. I'm able to create contact successfully with Navarshi Foundation account. This is how you can create custom lookup and include that custom lookup wherever you want, and you can do it. Now let me create one more contact. Saryu2, and here I will use new account. Sales fund. Okay, save record. So just now I created account and clicking on contact. it should be on sales fund. See, it is under sales fund account. So with this, we have successfully completed how we can create custom lookup, why we need to create a custom lookup, when we need to create a custom lookup, and how we can leverage the CSS from Lightning Design System completely without designing everything from scratch. Okay, wherever we want to include our custom elements like a search box and records, dynamic records to be displayed, I just included those things only. And for showing model box also, I'm using this Lightning Design System models and showing Lightning records. Okay, and in model box I am showing account insertion with the help of Lightning Data Service by using our base component Lightning Record Edit Form. Okay, this is how you can work with that. Now if you see, let's come back here. Here I'm not using this property at all. Okay, because I'm already searching, or I'm already getting the records of account only. It's a static, right? That means I'm not passing any object name from the parent account. Okay, from parent account I used this custom lookup for getting, from parent component I'm using this custom component or custom lookup component to get the account records only. But if I want to make this custom lookup component as reusable, that means I want to pass object names dynamically. That means I want to get account records if I want to. I want to get contact records if I want to, by passing object names dynamically. Then you can make this component as dynamic component also, or reusable components. Like you should have properties, API properties, object name, and you can pass here, and you can make your methods also dynamically or reusable then. That means now your method is expecting only search key, but when you make your custom lookup component reusable component, and then you have to provide a method, or you have to make your method as expecting object name and search key, and you can make more dynamic also, like field name also. So you can make more dynamic filters also with the help of this. And you have to make property as public to pass parameters from one component to, or from parent component to child component. In our case, what is parent component? Contact create or create contact. Child component is custom lookup. So in which component we have to define properties to pass? In custom lookup component, you can define the public properties by using API decorator. Then you can pass values. For example, if you make this API parameter, then you can pass from here simply object name. Okay, then it will take the parameter value and it will generate accordingly. This is how you can make your component as reusable also. Good. Successfully completed. We don't need this property anymore. I'm saving this. You can see how we can use Lightning Design System in the link here under references. I will give these references under this video in the description. You can have a look here. Okay, and about event dispatching or about custom events also, in the previous session I already explained how we can provide the communication between components from parent to child and child to parent by using custom components, parent to child by using public property or public methods, and between components on the same flexi page by using pub/sub module or pub/sub utility or pub/sub pattern. So you can have a look here. All the best. Please subscribe to Salesforce Textbook.